Right. Hello. Okay. Who we got now? Cool gamer who looks game cool. What game cooler? Game guy. Hello. Cool gamer. Awesome. See you winning all the time. Lynn and Dave, welcome in. And MZ, honey, I am so tired. I have that stuff downloaded onto my drive, and when I get the strength to do it, I will send it on. I do have it. I have 100% have it. Um, I'm just been sleeping a lot. I'm just wrecked. I'm absolutely wrecked hard. And I'm trying to get these streams in. If you're wondering where Crystal G is, she's actually working right now. I'm not meant to be doing a live until 11:30 the UK time. But what has struck me is I've live footage of the Queen's casket above in Aberdeen, no, is it Aberdeenshire or something like that, or she's lying in state up in Scotland. She's going to be up there, and tomorrow I do believe she's getting moved to London. So I'm going to do a bit of screen sharing and show you what's going on in Scotland right now. This is all live as well, by the way. Um, so I might as well do it. I mean, I don't see anyone covering the Queen apart from myself, and it's very ironic because I'm Irish. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Can y'all see that? Let me see. Can I make it bigger? This is the Queen lying in state. She's in, I think it's Glenn's Cathedral in Edinburgh right now. This is all completely live. So I'm going to share this with you. There's the view of the Queen. She's being guarded. You can see how heavily guarded she's been. Um, Done. Damn it! What the hell? I don't watch here.
It's for only 40 or 50,000. Well, one imagines it's going to be multiplied by something like a factor of 10, if not more. I just look behind me now. I'm standing outside Buckingham Palace at approaching 11 o'clock, and just this constant stream of people still being funneled through a very efficient system being.
Yeah, we're after losing it. Damn it! I had it all set up and everything. Just give me a minute, guys. Let me go back to where I was at. So frustrating. There's all live footage of her. I had her laid in state in where's it keep doing that? I might catch it on there. Yeah, we know. Close down that one. Just give me a minute. Please bear with me, guys. Where is it live? Okay, we'll do this one.
A rehearsal for the four siblings took place a short time ago in the Palace of Holyrood House. The King was slightly held up at the Scottish Parliament.
Cool gamer, you have to go. Thank you for coming in. Welcome in, everybody. You can see 16 people, 15 people in chat.
Escorted by members of the household.
I keep covering this. I'm going to continue covering on the
place to where Queen Elizabeth II lies at rest.
Okay, cool gamer, no problem. St. Clement's Cathedral she's in right now, above in Scotland. She's going to be there for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, they're going to take her and fly her down to London.
Led by the King.
And she's going to be laid in state in London.
Make their vigil to their beloved mother and our late Queen. They've chosen not to be armed with swords, and so we'll just lower their heads. Very simply.
And there's the King, Prince Margaret. Better known as Prince Charles, now King Charles III. I know what's the banging. I just think it's important that someone covers it because when you look back in history from a year from now, I'll have it all, you know. I will do the London one as well. The London one will be much more bigger. And there's Randy Andy. As everyone knows what he has done, that's why he's not wearing military uniform. Being stripped of all his titles. Give you a good look so you can see. Over at the left hand side, over the side there, you can see Camilla Parker Bowles. And all the people are going to start coming in and viewing her in state. She's lying in state in St. Glen's Cathedral in Scotland. That's the Scottish, that's not the Queen Jules crown. That's not the crown of the UK, that's the crown of Scotland. What you see laid on the coffin there. And you can see all the people coming in and around the sides viewing. Of course, once she goes down to London, it's going to be 10 times more bigger. A lot of people going in viewing her. There's Andrew. We all know what scandal Andrew got up for. Thank you, Lynn and Dave, reminding everyone to hit the like. I mean, no one else is covering this, so it's all I do. Might as well, right? So there you get an idea what's going on up in Scotland. There's Princess Anne. Andrew again. This is his brother, can't remember his name. Queen's daughter. New King of England, Prince Charles III. I mean, I think that's the closest the public will get to seeing the King and all the royal family right now, all gathered in the coffins. of the late Queen of England. This is all happening live. And once again, they're there. She's going to lay there for 24 hours, and after that, she's going to London. When she goes to London, it's going to be a lot bigger. Keep focusing in on Andrew. Wonder why. He has no military titles. He's not wearing any military uniform. Hi, Tony. Welcome in, honey.
When King George V died in 1936,
You
his
really
son
want William to be king?
became King
Yeah, I
Edward
know,
VIII,
right?
and
I
he
think
had
it's
the
really passed
idea
on to William,
that
but
he and his three
not
brothers,
for me. I can't say much.
Bertie, the Duke of York, who became George VI, Henry, Duke of Gloucester, and George, Duke of Kent,
You're gonna see
would
when they
take a
go to
watch
London
in the
tomorrow. You're
vigil
gonna see a
over
lot
their
of William
father.
and Harry and all that. They're all down
It
in London
deeply
right now.
moved Queen Mary to watch it, and the royal family has held to this tradition. And the King, with Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward, carry it on today in keeping their vigil over the late Queen.
Into the hands of the star maker, formed by grace of the late generation, we commit Her Majesty into the heart and hands of the Lord. May she rest in peace. May light perpetually shine upon her. God bless the King. God save the King.
And there's the crown jewels of Scotland. That is not the crown jewels of England. If anyone was wondering, it's completely different. Hey, Crystal. No worries, Crystal. No worries, there, honey. Oh, thank you, Tony, honey. Appreciate it. No one else seems to be covering it. I will cover when he actually moves down to London as well. He's going to London in 24 hours. Well, less than 24 hours if you want to put it that way. Sometime tomorrow morning she's going down to London. And that's where you're going to see Prince William and Harry
With
and
the
all that.
second of the three taps, led by the King, Princess Royal, the Earl of Falkirk, and the Earl of Inverness, now leave their mother in the hands of the King's Bodyguard for Scotland, who will hold watches and vigils
Right.
until Her Majesty
She's
is
going to be
removed
laying there and people are
from
being
this high
crowding
curve
in. I just see people crowding in there around the
and taken
side.
to London
Keep an eye on her. They're going to go
on this
to move it
quiet
to London.
and darkening night here in Scotland.
It's
The
going to
Queen's
leave him.
children have done their vigil.
There's the new king, Princess Anne, Princess Edward, I think Prince Edward, and Randy Andy. I have no respect for that man. Right, we're done. Right, we stop sharing. Just let me get onto my own page. Okay. There you go, guys. Thank you, Tony. You said I'm covering it great. I'm trying to do my best, really. Hi, Jersey Cat. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I just wanted to show you a little bit there of what's going on here in the UK. She's going to lay in state in Scotland for 24 hours. And then after that, tomorrow, they're going to move her down to London. And this is what happens when it goes to London. It's called London Bridge is Down. That's the code word for it. The Queen has passed. She's been in Scotland the whole time. She went from Balmoral to Edinburgh, and now she's laying in state in Scotland. The King and Prince Anne and all her family members are above there in Scotland. They're going to be flying her down tomorrow to London, so it's going to be happening really quick. I have been watching all day. I watched the Mass too. See, in the day, what I'm trying to do was do the important parts. Because if I sit here and do a Mass, people don't have all the same faith, and I just don't really want to bring religion into it too much, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm just showing you the key parts of what's going on. But when it goes to London, it's going to be on a bigger scale, a massive scale. And this will be going to London tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow they will take her. They'll probably take her around 9-10 o'clock tomorrow. They're going to fly her down to London. I reckon the flight will be less than 15-20 minutes. And she will be in central London then. And that's where you're going to see Prince William and Kate Middleton. And you're going to see all these royals come about. And I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm trying to catch up on sleep. And I'm trying to do these kind of things as well. Poor Crystal is working, as you can see. So I decided to come on, and of course I spotted that live. So I said I'm going to do live streaming of that for a little bit, just to give everyone an idea. And I know there's a lot of rewatch players as well, and they're rewatching all the stuff I'm doing. So that's really good for our channel. Rewatch players are very important. Now I do understand that. I think tomorrow at 11 o'clock UK time. There's not going to be a lot of people going to be, because you're all over the United States, right? You're like 5 hours behind me. So I will do the 11 o'clock one. I think 16th of this month. It's going to be the 11 o'clock. That's when the official Mass and official burial and official everything's going to happen in London. I will be doing that as it's happening. But I'm sure rewatch players will go back and watch it anyway. So that's fine for me, I do have some Americans who want to stay awake for all that. So we do have our little Nikita who wants to stay awake and stuff in that manner. So I met my cigarette went out. I'm trying to show you just key parts. I'm just interested in showing you key parts. I don't want to bring religion into it because everyone has all different faiths. Some people, and they're showing the Church of England there, and that's fine. It's Christian, but it's not Roman Catholic, so that's why. And there's a lot of people who don't have any faith at all, so I don't really want to bring too much of that into it. The key parts of what I'm doing, what's going on in the UK right now. Yeah, should be down in London tomorrow, and you're going to see a lot of crowds, and you're going to see a lot more. That's in Scotland, and it's in a very small place in Scotland. That's why it looks really small, very downscaled it looks right now. I believe a lot of dignitaries and American presidents and all that will be coming to the the 16th one, when she gets married, they'll all turn up for that. Prime ministers, all these people will turn up. Yeah, Scotland is beautiful, but it's very small. I mean, when I show you London tomorrow, you're going to see a totally different. You're going to see everything totally different. Guys, I'm so damn tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just keep power sleeping the whole time. So anyways, that's that part of Orleans Estate in Scotland, and that was Scottish crown jewels on the coffin. That's not the big crown jewels you all see on TV. That's not that one. Just I want to make that abundantly clear. But the crown jewels you'll see in London when they put it on the coffin in London, you'll see that probably sometime tomorrow or stuff like that. You'll see a lot of people throwing flowers when they're moving her. I'm going to show London is going to be pretty interesting, to be quite honest, when it moves down that way. So yeah, that's what's going on in Scotland at the moment. That cathedral is going to be open for 24 hours for anyone to come in and walk around, as you were seeing them walk around. She's going to be guarded by 4 guards. 4 Scottish guards. They call them the King's Guards now. They were the Queen's Guards. So that's what's going on. I'm trying to show you the more interesting stuff than showing masses and stuff like that. So I might come back later on with Crystal G at 11:30. Crystal G, if you're listening, I wasn't meant to do this live. I just noticed that was running. So I thought, okay, I'll jump in and do it live. I'll live stream it as it's happening. And that's what I did. You're excited to see the coronation? I will be covering the coronation as well. Just so you know, Lynn and Dave. I'll do it UK. I will do it live as it's happening. Because I think me and Crystal's channel is going to go for such a long time, a couple of years. I think that when we go back and look at all this kind of stuff, we'll be thinking, wow, that happened on this date and that date. And, of course, StreamYards timestamps everything. So that's the good thing about having StreamYards. So I hope that all... Jersey Cat, hello, honey. I forgot to say hello to people coming in because I was live streaming. I just need to do a lot of sleeping. I'm just so tired. I will try and get another live stream in maybe at 11:30. I don't know what time it is now. Hold on. Yeah. All right, Crystal G will be up in a little bit. I think she's coming up. It's 11:10 UK time here right now, and we can maybe talk a little bit more about what's going on. Hold on. We were all there when the announcement that she passed away. Yeah, I always remember that. Yeah, Lynn Dave, I think I was the first person who broke that actually. I had it live streaming as it was happening at the time. I do believe you were in my chat actually, and that's when I gave you a wrench back. So that's what's going to be going on for the next couple of days. Then I'm going to move on to some documentaries, which are, I think, what happened here in the UK, the Jewel 7 story. Crystal, don't worry, I'll wait on for you, honey. I'm just talking away with everyone here. Yeah, the news broke here. I broke it, and I told you when to drop the flag to Hamas, that means she was gone. And when I see him, when I seen him pointing in at the flag, I said to Crystal, "That's not a good idea. That's not good." And next minute, then you see, I don't know if you notice, if you go back and notice, you had all the news people reporting, and they were all wearing black. That was an indication. Of course, I knew the protocol anyway. For all that, it's pretty sad. I mean, you think about it, what happened within 48 hours, right? Here in the UK, we got a new prime minister. Within 48 hours, the Queen was dead. Or unalive, shall I say. she had passed, Within 48 hours, she was bringing in a new prime minister. Okay, Colin. Crystal will be jumping up pretty soon anyway. She's coming in the next couple of minutes. Nikita, how you doing, honey? How you doing, sweetie? I'll be doing the live. Betty Boo, welcome in, honey. Everybody, welcome in. It's lovely to see everybody coming in. I don't know if I was born, people, with the Crystal will be up in a few minutes. She's just running a bit late. She was working. She'll jump up. She can make herself up. Hi, Colin. I take it Craig hasn't fixed his computer yet. MZ, I need to talk to you after my live stream. I do have what you need. I have it on my I gotta get it onto you. And hold on. And her hands were black and blue the day. That's correct, yeah. Lynn and Dave, and that was an indication. Nikita's our little gangster, she is. She's our Colin McGregor. So think about it. Within 48 hours, she brought in a new prime minister to the UK. Susan, he has what? He's struggling with it, I think, Colin, he is trying. He will be on, don't worry. I don't know. He's waiting for parts and stuff like that. I don't know. He could have built 5 by now. That's true. I think it's the deliveries what are frustrating him, and But he'll be on. No, I'm not too bothered about any of that. So I just want to document all the Queen stuff, so I have it all the time. And I'm doing it all I'm live streaming straight as it's happening as well. I do believe she's getting buried in St. Paul's Cathedral, where her husband has been buried as well. They mentioned that. So that's going to be 11 o'clock UK time on the 16th. I know a lot of people are going to be sleeping, but you can always go back and rewatch. Rewatch people are really important as well to the channel. I do know that, a lot of you will be sleeping. I might have Nikita here with me watching it, as it's happening, as it's breaking. I just continued on doing the Queen because I was the first one to break it and watch her, the flag being lowered to half mast. And I think at least one English channel should show respect to her, because there's really no one covering it at all, really. And, you'll be there. I know, Nikita, you'll be with me, honey. We'll be live streaming and we'll be watching everything as it's happening. And the rewatch people are going to have to go back and rewatch. And that will be an historical day. MZ will be there. Hi, Betty Boo. Hi, and everybody. I hope you're all feeling good today. Lynn and Dave, all I'm doing is power sleeping. Power sleeping. I'm just wrecked tired the whole time. So the days are just flying past. I'm coming on, doing some live streaming, and then I'm just going back to bed and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the best part I could show you there of what's going on above in Scotland right now. And I got a good sleep last night, feeling better today. Oh, that's good, Lynn and Dave. Don't know what's wrong with my body, but I kind of went a bit insomniac there for a while. Didn't get into things on the computer, finding things, and then suddenly the Queen thing happened, and I got sidetracked with a lot of stuff with that. Yeah, it's good. You got when your body needs sleep. You got to sleep. Just not stopping. Even now, I just feel like drained, burnt out. So all I keep doing is doing a live stream, jumping back into bed again, sleeping, then getting up, finding something else and doing a live stream and jumping back into bed. That's the way it's going for me. You were so tired. I slept till 11 p.m. and woke up refreshed. Well, it's good. If your body needs to sleep, your body needs to sleep. I think I'm after burning myself out so much because I was staying awake until in UK hours, ridiculous times. I'm not sleeping until the following morning, kind of a thing, and my body's just burnt out right now, and I'm doing catch up basically. Then I'm doing the live streaming on the Queen, and then I'm jumping back to bed again. It's crazy. Yeah, good nap is always good. Betty Boo, honey. So Betty Boo, how you doing yourself, sweetheart? I haven't seen poor Eileen on since I broke the news of the Queen. She was really upset that day. You know. Colin, I'm full of energy from earlier on. God. I'm just drained. Naps are everything, indeed they are. Yeah, Betty Boo, I'm gonna have to keep power sleeping. I'm gonna have to just catch up on all that sleep. I have some things I need to send on to people if they know who they are. I have them, but I'm just so tired. And and then I'm catching the Queen, and I gotta cover it because I don't feel that anyone else is covering it really. And I was the first one to break the news about her, So I just felt that I need to cover it, and I really want to cover it. I do have a lot of people in here who do really like the monarchy from America, and you're getting a second hand, whereas I can give it to you first hand as it's happening. I mean, I'm sure you could find something like Sky News, and they'll break it to you, but you won't get it the way I get it. I mean, I'll get it like as good as I get it as good as get. I got Harry and Meghan and all them walking around the other day. When that Queen goes to London, the scale of everything is going to be more bigger. Um, I reckon right now in London, there's probably people camping out because the Queen will be returning to London tomorrow, UK hours tomorrow. I'll show some of that when she returns to London as well. I'll probably show it when she's on the plane, and then I'll stop it, and then when she gets to London, I'll show her when she gets to London as well. Yeah, I am pretty close. If I was down in London, I'd be really close. I don't think I would line up and go to it, to be quite honest, because everyone's going to be like tomato squashed in. I don't like that. So I'd rather be doing live streaming than anything else. Just to because I don't like crowds, and I know London is going to be chock-a-block. I know half the roads and everything on London are blocked off. They're already ready for tomorrow. I know all that. I mean, other than that, everyone please hit the thumbs up to help us with the algorithms. The more I see of the UK, the more beautiful it is. You're seeing Scotland is part of the UK, but that's Scotland right now. Then you're gonna go and you're gonna see central London, Betty Boo, tomorrow. I'm gonna bring you into the heart of London, more or less, live streaming from the heart of London. So, yeah, you're gonna see a lot. When it's all over, then I'm gonna show you the proper coronation of the king. When they place the crown jewels on his head. I'll show you all that. And after all that's done, I'm done. I'm not doing anymore. I'm done. I think I have a couple of more days of it. Then we're gonna have the coronation of the king, and we're gonna do that, live stream that as it's happening. The channel, I'm not getting any strikes or anything because I think they want it promoted anyway. She's getting buried on the 16th, Betty Boo. I do believe that's 3 or 4 days from now. One day's I'm coming. I love the Royals. Yeah, Lynn and Dave, I always remember you saying that when I did PTSD channel. And I did tell you, Lynn and Dave, that Queen will not last. I did say that too. But the way she brought in the Prime Minister within 48 hours, she brought in her last Prime Minister, seeing Boris Johnson out the front door, and she was passed away. She was gone. It happened so quick. It was so quick. I don't think anyone was really prepared for it, to be honest, at all. So yeah, I'm going to try and run this live for about an hour. See, can we get Crystal G? She's running late. There probably will be a lot of rewatch people who like watching the Royals as well. Yeah, the 16th, she's been buried. I do believe she's been buried in Cathedral, where her husband, the main cathedral in London. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of the cathedral, but I do believe it's where her husband is. And her mother and her dad and all these things. The final funeral is on the 19th. I thought it was the 16th. Maybe they changed the dates because we were saying the 16th for a while. Now you're telling me it's the 19th? Okay. We'll keep doing it. And after that, then we have the coronation of the king. And after that, then we're done. And and of course, StreamYard is a brilliant thing because it records everything and we'll always have it. Lynn, Dave, and Mom said thanks. Not a worry. Not a worry. I will keep live streaming, guys. I'll keep it going. I do have some British documentaries after that. When Crystal J jumps up, I'm going to get her to do a reading of her book. She should be up anytime soon. I don't need to leave her up. She can jump up herself. If she's too late, I'll shut down the live, but I don't really want to do that. I don't know who's live right now even because our numbers are pretty low. Can anyone tell me what channels are live right now? I think Eileen took it really bad. She was in there when I broke it. The Queen died. I had written the Queen is dying, and then I had to change my title to the Queen was dead. You know, and that happened within 20-30 minutes of me doing it. That was like, me and Crystal were like biting our nails watching, and I said, Molly's live, okay. I don't think I've many subs belong to Molly anyway. Marissa's live, yeah. I'm just wondering where everyone is. Yeah, I'm wondering where everyone is, to be quite honest. It's been a quite few days. I don't know, a lot of people mightn't be into the monarchy then either, and that's what I keep doing. That's all. Okay. I haven't seen a lot. Hope Prevails. I haven't seen her in here. It's dinner time here. Okay. Right. That speaks volumes way with dinner time in the US. Yeah, I don't even know that person in Dave. Don't think of any subs from them. I think a lot of people are probably having dinner. Some people are probably coming home from work. I'm just gonna wait for Crystal G to jump up, and WCIA is live. I haven't a clue who that channel is. Really, I don't. Don't know who that is. Let's see, can we wait for Crystal G to jump up? She will, she's like admin, she can just jump up whenever she wants when she gets home. Time are we now? UK time. 1 second. She's running late. No, that's okay, Lynn and Dave. That's all right. I did ask who was live because I had no idea who's live. Yeah, it's going to be an eventful day down in London tomorrow. Then when it goes to London, it's going to get more interesting. That's all in Scotland because she loves Scotland. And it's all in a very small scale up there as well. But when it goes to London, that's a different story. Do you know what I can do for you whilst we're waiting for Crystal? I can have a look and see what's going on in London right now. Let's have a look at Buckingham Palace. Well, give me 1 minute. I'll live stream that and see what's going on. Over here. The Queen. Okay. See what's going on in Buckingham Palace. Virginia News Channel. I'll try Sky News. 1 second. See what's going on down in London. Sky News live. Get on there.
Of Ukraine and its chief commander.
Can't show that because it's both. I'm just looking, guys. Just keep bear with me. I'm trying to find what's going on in London. Special program, The Death of the Queen. We've already seen that one. I'm not sure anything particularly on London right now. I want to see how many people are camping out. Kind of like, let's add on something to that. Right, go there. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't see that. Oh, I got you. I got you something.
Royal Special.
Pause there for a second. Stream here. Damn it, I got into the wrong one. This one. Okay, I'm gonna do 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna do another live stream. So hi, I'm September 7. Might come in, honey. I'm gonna live stream London right now and give you an idea what's going on down in London. I've already showed you Scotland. The Queen is laid in state in Scotland right now. People are going in. That's gonna happen for 24 hours. Then they're moving her down to London. So let me go in here. Can you all see that? All right.
On the death of the Queen. Coming up in the next hour. The King's speech. King Charles expresses his gratitude to the nation and to his mother in this, his first public address as monarch.
To my darling Mama, as you begin your last great journey to join my dear late Papa, I want simply to say this. Thank you.
The King also confirms that William and Kate will become Prince and Princess of Wales, and he expresses his love for Harry and Meghan.
That's in London.
His speech came at the start of a special remembrance service at St. Paul's Cathedral.
That's where she's going to get buried.
The new King and the new Prime Minister this evening met for the first time since they each assumed their responsibilities.
Yeah, 24 hours. Between each other, really. Sorry, 48 hours.
Earlier, gun salutes were fired at military sites across Britain. 96 rounds
London
fired,
Bridge is
one
behind
for
there.
each year of the Queen's life. Leaders from across the world joined together to pay tribute to the late monarch.
To you, she was your queen. To us, she was the queen.
That's nice. There's London.
Good evening
Buckingham
and welcome
Palace.
to this Sky News Royal Special on the death of the Queen. Here, as the night falls at Buckingham Palace, crowds of people have continued to throng to pay their respects to the late monarch. Today, the first opportunity to greet their new king. King Charles arrived here this afternoon, mingling with his subjects, receiving their good wishes. This evening, the monarch made his first address to the nation. He offered his gratitude to everyone for the condolences they have offered,
Buckingham Palace.
and to his
That's gonna be
mother for
literally
her
packed
life
out
of
tomorrow.
service. He also began to sketch out the future of the royal family, with William and Kate confirmed as the new Prince and Princess of Wales. In the next hour, we'll be taking a pause to reflect on the momentous events of the past 24 hours, and we'll look forward to what it means for the future of the royal family and for our identity as a nation. But first, our home editor, Jason Farrell, reports on the new king.
It is a moment of great change, and for one man more than any, Charles arriving in the capital for the first time as king. As his mother knew, there is little time for private grief in this role.
Yeah, I heard on the bell.
There were hands to shake
There's
and those
places here and
unexpected
there where
moments
they
to
put
deal
the
with,
flowers as well.
while songs to his health are sung.
God save our gracious King,
And though he has the comfort of a nation sharing in his loss, he has a job to do. And it begins now here
And
at Buckingham Palace
that is.
with this promise.
As the Queen herself did with such unswerving devotion, I too now solemnly pledge myself, throughout the remaining time God grants me, to uphold the constitutional principles at the heart of our nation. And wherever you may live in the United Kingdom, or in the realms and territories across the world, and whatever may be your background or beliefs, I shall endeavor to serve you with loyalty, respect, and love, as I have throughout my life.
The new king has the toughest of acts to follow. At his mother's bed yesterday, he left Balmoral this morning, flying to London with the Queen consort.
Your Majesty, Prime Minister.
His first audience with a Prime Minister was in the week his mother appointed her. He knew this day was coming, but as he told Liz Truss, that didn't make it any easier.
But it's been so touching. This afternoon when we arrived here, all those people would come to give their condolences.
Your Majesty, my very, very
You're
sincere.
very kind. You're very kind. It's a moment I've been dreading, as I know a lot of people have. But try and keep everything going. On behalf of all my family, I can only offer the most sincere and heartfelt thanks for your condolences and support. They mean more to me than I can ever possibly express. And to my darling Mama, as you begin your last great journey to join my dear late Papa, I want simply to say this: thank you. Thank you for your love and devotion to our family.
I think that's so sad.
And to the family of nations you have served so diligently all these years. May flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
It was at his father's funeral the family was last together, and like many monarchs before him, Charles's first thought was to prepare ground for the man who will come next, Prince William.
Yeah.
I am proud to create him Prince of Wales, Tywysog Cymru, the country whose title I've been so greatly privileged to bear during so much of my life and duty. With Catherine beside him, our new Prince and Princess of Wales will, I know, continue to inspire and lead our national conversations, helping to bring the marginal to the centre ground, where vital help can be given. I want also to express my love for Harry and Meghan as they continue to build their lives overseas.
So conciliation to Harry, who was last to arrive in Balmoral last night and first to leave this morning. His company to the gangway, an airport worker, as he boarded a British Airways flight. Though he has left the royal fold, the king seems to have given his blessing.
Her Majesty prays that the blessing of Almighty God may rest upon your counsels.
Just as the Queen gave him hers, handing over responsibilities such as opening Parliament on her behalf, showing us that she believed in him and we should too. He may not be as iconically famous as his mother, but actually we know him better, his strengths, his failings, and his opinions on things like climate change. His interventions have at times been controversial, seen as too political, a criticism he's addressed, saying around his 70th birthday he would not be a meddling monarch. But as he takes on the role, some hope he won't keep his opinions to himself.
King Charles has been an extraordinary voice, way ahead of his time, for 50 years, talking about nature-based solution, talking about deforestation and its challenges. So I hope King Charles will be able to continue to exert the moral authority he has thus far to help us win the battle of this crisis.
As his mother showed, there's a balance between understanding the nation and telling them what you think. And the success of a monarch is only measured by how people respond to you in that role. Jason Farrell, Sky News.
Sky's royal commentator Alistair Bruce joins me now. Alistair, I guess that we are probably through phase one of the aftermath of the Queen's death now. New king has spoken. I think we're getting used to the phrase King Charles. Sketch out for us what happens over the next 2 to 3 days.
Okay, here we go.
Well, the moment of change between one monarch and the next happened in the heartbeat and the death of the Queen. But there now needs to be a constitutional process of just reorganising all the procedures. And the most key of that comes tomorrow with the Accession Council. It's based in history, but its purpose is to put formality to the change of reign. And it is then communicated in this document that will be read out and signed to different places around the United Kingdom. And it's a reminder that they didn't all have television in the old days, and there was the need to communicate the change of monarch to the people. And that's the purpose of it. But it also creates another tick in the process of formally changing from the Queen to the King.
Do we yet have any knowledge of when the funeral will take place?
No, none at all, but we're hoping to get much more information on that and the manner in which the King would like the days in between to be managed, and exactly how the Queen will be recovered from Balmoral and brought ultimately down to this part of the world and finally to be buried. So all that just needs to be confirmed.
Well, that's
We
all
know roughly
confirmed
what
already.
is intended, but we don't know the formal way in which it's to be done. And we will wait until we're told, and then we can see. We know what needs to be done, but we just don't know the timings. And tomorrow, I think it should become clear.
The Queen herself, as we understand it, will spend at least some time still in Scotland, probably in Edinburgh, before being brought to London, where she'll rest in state.
What we know is that at the moment she's at Balmoral and with her family, and it is a quiet time for the family to come to terms with it, like so many other families choose to do in their own quiet way. And it's actually very cathartic, I think, because when the family release the Queen and her remains into the process that will lead to her funeral, in a way, she leaves them, because she becomes the possession of that greater family to which she committed her whole life. And that is the people who wish to witness and take part in the process of the funerary events that lead to her final burial.
So at that point, the population as a whole gets involved.
Television,
people,
all of us watching it and seeing how it all
presumably
progresses.
people will be able to visit her lying in state and so forth.
Well, all of that will be made clear, but it's the King's choice now. Right. And he will have been briefed. The Earl Marshal, who is the Duke of Norfolk, is responsible for putting together all the ceremonial. There'll be Parliament. We'll need to make sure that if she is to lie in state, everything is ready, and all that will be announced as soon as they're ready.
It's an extraordinary logistical exercise, and you mentioned the Duke of Norfolk. I mean, this is a sort of hereditary task. I think he's the 18th, isn't he? And all his ancestors have all been responsible for this kind of thing.
Nearly all of them, yes. And it is hereditary, but it draws upon many other full-time deliverers of huge capability, not least from the Lord Chamberlain's office in Buckingham Palace, from the armed forces, from other organisations, the different devolved organisations, and also the United Kingdom government. So all of it is contributing to make sure that our previous head of state is properly carried to her grave.
And the King himself, what can we expect to see him doing between the period between now and the funeral? There was some talk that he would be going to different parts of the United Kingdom during that period.
We believe that's the intent, that the King will get to meet his kingdom. And the four constituent parts are known to us well. Scott.
I'm going to stop it there. We kind of seen all that. Anyways, I was just recapping on it. Let me get out of here. There. Okay, I'm back. Right. There you go. That's the most I'm going to show for today. She's lying in state in Scotland for 24 hours. People are up there. I did show it on the earlier one just a while, an hour ago or so, that she's lying in state in Scotland. She's been moved down to London tomorrow, and that's where everything is going to get really big, and I'm going to be on it like a horse and a hound, you can imagine. I'm just waiting to see will Crystal G jump up. I'd like her to do a reading from her book before I finish off the live. If not, I'll just close it off anyways. And poor Eileen, I think, took it really bad. So yeah, there you go, guys. There you go, Nikita. That's what's going on. She's going to move down to London tomorrow. I will catch it live, of course, and I'm going to stream it live. I'm not getting striked for none of it because they want us to stream it. They want us to show the world. I think the news channels are not bothered. Hi, September, honey. Welcome in. We were just showing parts of what's going on with the Queen and stuff like that. I just think it's really important, in a sense, to document everything I possibly can, because we're going to look back and maybe this time next year or in a year or two time, and we'll all can look back and remember what happened. within 48 hours, we had a new prime minister, and then it went from that to the Queen passing away. And funnily enough, this channel was the one what broke the Queen that had passed. We had it live as it was happening. It was just crazy. Me and Chris were like biting our fingernails, thinking, are they going to drop the flag? And I said, they're definitely going to drop that flag because they're pointing on it. And yeah, surely enough, the flag went down into half-mast. That was the sign that the Queen had died. Yeah. So let me see what time it is now. Let me see. Crystal's really late. So you're all gonna hang out. Some of you are gonna hang out with me when I'm doing the live stream at 11 o'clock. For the Queen's burial, but there's gonna be a lot more in between that as well. There's gonna be a lot of stuff, horses and carriages, and royalty, and you're gonna see a lot of all this stuff happening down in London when she goes to London. That she will be down in London probably tomorrow, early tomorrow, I think. Other than that, I'm gonna close off the channel, guys, because Crystal is really late, and she's probably trying to rush home as we speak, and I don't really want her to feel like she's under pressure. She is working, because I've been speaking to Crystal on and off all day long. I want to let everyone know that me and Crystal are getting on fine. There's no problems. I know I have been doing the channel for the last couple of days only because Crystal has been working really, really hard. That's all. There's nothing more into that. One or two people did leave the channel. Good riddance to them. Not family members, but well, hairbag and whatever. I just felt that they weren't. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. Anyways, good night, everybody. God bless. I cannot find my second intro. I need to upload it again. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to have to leave you with my dad's one, which is probably fitting, actually, when we come to think of it. I'm going to stop the intro when it starts showing London, because it does show London on it. But it is a Titanic. And bear in mind, the Titanic was built by the British in Northern Ireland, but the Irish built it. So there's an Irish-English connection to the Titanic anyways. So here we go.
That was awesome. It was beautiful.
It was. Very good.
Wow.